Hey guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna make a quick and easy folio using only cardstock. So we're gonna be using some craft color cardstock. I have only a lightweight cardstock, which I think is gonna be fine, but for some parts of this folio I'm going to be doubling up to make it a little bit heavier and sturdier. You can also use 110-pound cardstock as well. So we're gonna get right into making these little books. So I'm going to start with a piece that is 8.5 by 11, and we are just going to score along the 11 inches. I'm going to score at 1, 2, and then we're going to score at 9 and 10. Okay, and we're gonna fold along the score lines. Oops, I'm just gonna fold and fold, and that is gonna be the back base here of our folio. So then I'm going to cut 2 pieces of my cardstock, and these are going to be also 8.5, but we are going to reduce this to 7 inches, and we are going to add 1 on each side here on this 1-inch section. So I'm just going to add my glue, and we're gonna add the first piece here. So I'm just going to lay this flat and add, and then we're going to do the same on this side here. So let's just go ahead and add this piece right there. And so that is going to be the very simple base for our book. Now again, we can go ahead and double these pieces to make our book a little bit more sturdy, since I'm only using 65 pounds. Now if you're using 110, yours wouldn't be as wobbly as mine. But I'm just going to cut 3 pieces here of 8.5 by 7, and we are going to just double layer these 3 panels. So I'm going to add glue, and we're going to put this one right here on top of the first, and then we're going to do this one here, add right there, and then I'm just going to add this other one on the back. And you can do it on the inside or on the outside part of your folio. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this right on the inside. Actually, I'm going to take down a tiny bit. Okay, so I'm gonna make this 6 7/8 because I don't want to be on top of the bending lines. Okay, so that is going to go right in between these 2 score lines, and now I'm just going to press down. Now for the inside of your folio, I'm going to be creating a layer that's going to kind of create a separation. So we're going to do 2 pieces, and these are going to be 9 by 6 3/4, and so we are going to score these 2 pieces here along the 9 inches. We're going to score at 1/2 inch and at 1, and same thing for the other one, 1/2 inch and 1, and we're going to fold And then we're going to bring back our folio base, and we're just simply going to add one of these along the top. So let's line this up right here, and then I'm going to open that up and add these along the bottom. Okay, so we're just gonna put this piece right here and open this up, press down, and now we have kind of like a separation layer, and we're gonna be building on top, and we're gonna be building on the back. So now I'm going to cut 3 pieces at 5.5 by 8. So we're just gonna cut this at 5.5 by 8, and I'm just going to do these ones here, 5.5 by 8, and we are going to score all of these pieces at 1/2 inch along the 5.5. Okay, so I'm just gonna score here. We're gonna score, you can score at 1/2 inch or at 5 inches. So that's what I'm doing, and that. And now we are going to fold. Okay, and now we're going to bring back our folio, and we are going to be gluing these pieces here on the inside. So I'm going to start by adding the first piece here on the left side. Just place this at the center and press down, and then we're going to add the other one, or the next one, on the other side. So let's just add this piece right there and press down, and then we're going to continue adding these pieces. So again, one on the left side. So this one will go here on top of the previous one. Let's press down, and then we're going to do the other side. Add this piece right there, and then again we're gonna add this one to the left side. Right here. Press down, and then we're going to add these on the other side. And there you go. And now we have a page that opens and opens and opens, and you have your center here to have more place for pictures. Now let's close these 2 sections, and we're gonna work on the top. So now I'm going to cut 6 pieces, and these are going to be 6 3/4 by 5. Okay, so I'm cutting 3 pieces at once, so I have 3, and then here I have 6, and we are going to score these pieces at 1/2 inch along the 5 inch side. So we're going to score we are going to fold. Okay, so just fold in along the score lines. And now we're going to bring our book back here, and we're gonna open this up, and we are going to build a waterfall along the top center here. So we are going to start by gluing the first piece along the top. So let's add the glue. And we're going to line this up along the top, press down, and then we're going to open this up, press down, and we're going to add the next piece, and that's gonna go right there, right below the other 1/2 inch. Press down, open this up, and we're going to continue adding the next piece. And it's going to go right there. Press down, open it up. We're going to add the next one. It's gonna go there. Open that up, press down, and we're going to add the final piece right here, and press down. And now we have this waterfall, so we're just gonna have a lot of room for pictures here. And then the last piece that we are going to add on our folio is going to be one piece that is going to measure 8 3/4 by 6 3/4, and we're going to score along the 8 3/4 at 1/2 inch and at 3/4, and we're going to fold along the score lines, and then we are just going to bring this back, open that up, and I'm going to glue this piece at the end here where we added our last waterfall piece. We're going to glue it along the bottom, and just line this up, press down. Okay, so press down here, and then we're gonna fold down the waterfall, and this is going to be the closure for that whole section. Okay, so that's gonna close here on top, and there you go. So over here we have our waterfall section, then this opens up and down, and then we have our side to side section. And the last thing we're gonna do is just add some magnets. So I'm going to add 2 magnets over here. I'm just going to use my tape for that. So let's cut a couple pieces. And and we're gonna add those here. And I'm using 10 by 1 millimeter magnets. Okay, so we're just gonna put that and these. I'm gonna add a little glue. We're gonna close this top section and make sure that your gussets are perpendicular when you place this down. Okay, and now we have the magnets transfer to the back, and that's gonna close like that. And then we're gonna add another magnet up here. So I'm just gonna put a magnet here and on the top of your waterfall, and then this one is going to go on this closure. So we're just gonna close this up. Okay, and I'm just gonna press down, and so that is gonna go on the top here, and then we have the magnets here, and then we're going to close this up, and we're gonna add the magnets for the cover. And so for this I'm going to do 3 magnets. And so we're just gonna put 1, 2, and 3, and the magnets on top. And we're just going to add the tape. So we're just going to put the tape facing up, a little glue, and then we are going to make sure this it's perpendicular here, the 1 inch, and this one as well when you close this book. Okay, and that should go right to the edge. And then you can just press on your magnets on the tape here. And there we go. And we are just going to press down. Okay, and close that up. And there you go. So now you have your folio, super easy, ready for you to decorate, add your paper, add your pictures, and there you go. I hope you guys enjoy this quick and easy little tutorial, and I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.